is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming combustion mode of the planet Jupiter. So guys, as you know that Jupiter, which is currently transiting in the Pisces sign, and very soon it's going to transit to the sign of Aries. But Jupiter, a planet which is responsible for good fortune, for prosperity, right set of advisors in our life. So not only Jupiter is going to get combust, it is going to be very soon crossing through the Gandanta zone, and immediate after that, once it will enter the sign of Aries, not only it is going to get conjunct with Rahu, but it will also be receiving the third aspect of the planet Saturn as well. So because of which it becomes very important for you to understand the customized impact of this combustion of Jupiter in your life. Definitely guys, because even in our Hindu rituals, like whenever Venus and Jupiter are combust, so we generally avoid all these auspicious events like getting married or starting a new business, undergoing or considering any important work related foreign travel, because the planet of good luck and fortune might not be able to support you with its best capabilities when it has already got into a combustion mode. But guys, what I have generally seen is that when it comes down to decoding the impact of the retrograde planet and the combustion of a planet, so the way I have observed in my research is that, see, if a planet is retrograde, simply means that the planet has got more chestable. So that means, let's take up the case of the planet Saturn. So whenever Saturn is in a retrograde mode and basis its sign placement, if it's in a strengthened state, so specifically for all those Lagnas where Saturn becomes an important planet, like Capricorn Lagna, Aquarius Lagna, or Taurus or the Libra Lagna, I have generally seen people getting very good results. Same is the way when we talk about the combustion of a planet. So for all those rising signs for which that specific planet in consideration, which is getting combust, is not an auspicious planet, those Lagnas get good results. So definitely Jupiter is not a very auspicious planet for the Taurus Lagna, for the Libra Lagna, for the Gemini or even the Virgo Lagna. So in its combustion mode, these Lagnas might remain lucky in getting some very good results. And also guys, because right now it's not only the combustion of the planet Jupiter, but also we have to take into consideration the way other planets are also contributing. Because right now in the transit, Rahu is in its most empowered state. Because like Saturn, which has just entered the nakshatra of Sadbhisha, being ruled by the planet Rahu. Ketu is already transiting in the Rahu's nakshatra, which is Swati, and very soon the dispositor of Rahu, like Rahu is currently transiting in the Aries, the lord of Aries is planet Mars. Very soon Mars is also going to be transiting in the Ardhara nakshatra. So because of which Rahu is in its peak of intensity to manifest results. Now guys, many people have been only talking about the negative side of Rahu. Definitely, when it comes down to getting misguided, being deluded, engaging in all sort of unethical, unlawful activities, Rahu is the chief significator of all of that. But we cannot overlook this fact that Rahu gives result equivalent to the planet Saturn only. And during this time, Saturn is also aspecting this transiting Rahu as well with its third aspect. So that means that, let's say for example, if Rahu in your natal chart is a auspicious planet for you, basis its sign placement, basis your Lagna, and you are also engaged in the fields which are represented by the planet Rahu, like in the fields of entertainment, aviation industry, or liquor business, then definitely you can actually remain lucky in experiencing a rapid growth, success and opportunities as well. But like the way guys, when it comes down to Rahu, Rahu is a double-edged sword. So all those people who are already facing the heat of a ill-placed Rahu in their case, wrong company, all sort of addictions, always being misguided, deluded, so these people can also face the heat because of the added trouble being caused by the Rahu during this time. Because guys, when it comes down to transit, like the way people say that astrology is not only a subject of reading it in the books or predicting it on other people's chart. Even if a planet is in a strengthened state in your life, even in the transit, if that planet is going to make any change, any transition, its impact tend to remain very apparent in someone's life. Like, why to go very far? Like, when Saturn transited the Aquarius sign, my television is very new and it suddenly started fluctuating, it started giving me troubles, and like, even on my legs, without any genuine reason, I started having problem in my knee. I even have to visit a doctor. So, and it all happened within the 2 days when Saturn transited the sign of Aquarius. And when recently, when Saturn transited the Sadbhisha Nakshatra, I remained lucky in grabbing a very lifetime, very big opportunity. So this is how, if a planet is in a driving seat in your life, in the form of this planet is right now active in your dasha, or it rules some very important houses in your case, and you have very much designed your life via doing the rituals and all sort of proportionary measures in order to please the energy of that planet. Like the way, if I am talking about Saturn, so I try to keep fasting on the Saturdays and all the rituals which I can follow in order to get the blessings of the planet Saturn. I do that very sincerely. So I definitely and fairly see the positivity and influence of Saturn whenever it makes any transition in the transit. So this is the same way, guys. A lot many times I have seen people that whenever Mercury goes into retrograde motion, so people who are chiefly working in the fields of Mercury, like working as an author, working as a journalist, people start ranting, people start getting into Twitter fights with other people. So this is a typical case that if a planet is in a driving seat in your life, if it's going to go into any transition, its impact is going to be very apparently being faced by the person in his own life in the form of the external circumstances. So yes, guys, now we will focus our attention towards this combustion of the planet Jupiter. And like the way I already mentioned this thing, that definitely if you are right now going through the dasha of the planet Jupiter, then this combustion might have a strong impact in your life. Let's say, for example, if Jupiter is ruling your rising sign, your moon sign, then definitely there is going to be a additional effect of this combustion of Jupiter in your life situations. But one thing is for sure, guys, definitely when it comes down to faith, when it comes down to your religious austerities, all sort of mentors and advisors, all of that area needs to be very well guarded, because now Jupiter henceforth, like after, I would say that from 31st March onwards, Jupiter is definitely going to be under lot of external threat and pressure from other planets in the form of combust, then crossing the Gandanta, then getting conjunct with Rahu. And the good part, or I would say the vulnerable part, is that with this empowered state of Rahu, very soon Mercury is also going to get conjunct with Rahu in the Aries sign. So from March 31st almost till like 6th of June, Mercury is also going to be conjunct with Rahu in the Aries sign. So all of that is just adding to this, that whenever you have to take any important decision during this time, try to take the expert opinion of people around you. If you are not sure that people around you is giving you good advice or not, or recently suddenly you have started questioning your own faith, your own belief, your own philosophies, so nothing is wrong with you. It's just the influence of Rahu which is troubling you, or which is causing all sort of illusion or sort of misunderstanding in your judgment power. That is the only one thing which I want to say. Okay, guys, now we will shift our discussion to the customized results for all the Lagnas, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, like the way I already mentioned this thing, that in your case, Jupiter is a very auspicious planet for you because of the rulership of your 9th house of luck and fortune. And it is going to get into combustion mode in your 12th house. So that in itself means that anything to do with the foreign land, overseas business interests, work related travel needs to be well monitored. During this time, expenses can suddenly go high. And also, guys, because 9th house also rules our advisors, our mentors as well. So any advice which you will take right now has to be judged, monitored on the scales of morals, ethics, your own goodness, how much risk, uncertainty is there, because Rahu is now transiting and it's in a very empowered state right over there in your first house. Now guys, for all the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, like the way I mentioned this thing, that in your case Jupiter is not a very favorable planet for your Lagna. It is going to get combust in the 11th house. So a lot many Taurus Lagna might remain lucky in acquiring any of the success in ongoing property related dispute, if that is getting qualified in your case. During this time, I would say that try not to be very much dependent on the opinion, advice or support from people around you. Third thing is that there could be a little bit of the obstacle which a lot many Taurus Lagna natives might experience in the consistent flow of income. But guys, when we talk about anything to do with the popularity, with the recognition, with the new opportunities point of view or socialization point of view, this could be a good stay or good energy of Jupiter in your 11th house. Now guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, as you can see that in your case Jupiter has got the rulership over your 7th house as well, and it is going to get into combustion mode in your 10th house. So guys, one thing is for sure, that try not to get into any sort of argument or difference of opinion with your business partners. This could be within your marriage as well. Suddenly you might feel that at your work front people are not paying much heed or attention to your advices, to your suggestion, or you might have a hard time in multitasking any of the office related pressure or work related situation. But guys, like the way as you can see that after this only, it's not a very long stay of Jupiter in your 10th house. Immediate after that, it is going to be entering in your 11th house, and this conjunction of Jupiter and Rahu in the 11th house for the Gemini Lagna natives can actually manifest some very good results. But till the time Jupiter is in a combustion mode in your 10th house, I would say that try to remain very cautious, very careful with your terms with your partners, or this could be within your marriage as well. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Jupiter is going to be getting combust in your 9th house. So guys, faith is one thing which you have to stay firm on that. Second thing is that if you have to write any competitive exam, any of the court cases related situation, like rather I would say even in the matters of the health, you have to remain very cautious, very careful. And also guys, because in your case Jupiter losing strength in the 9th house, so I would also say that if during this time you have to take any work related travel, so try to be well calculated, well planned beforehand. And also guys, because whenever Jupiter loses strength in the 9th house, a lot many times it has been seen that all those people who are advising you, specifically any of the advices which are coming to you specifically with your profession, your career ladder, your career graph, making any important choices or decisions at a work front is involved, take that with a pinch of salt or get the expert opinion of people around you. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case Jupiter is going to be getting combust in your like 8th house. So definitely guys, I would say that for the students you have to be very cautious, very careful. All those people who are already very stressed on the account of the well-being or academics or any of the concerns around the children, so during this time stress might go high. And guys, in your case the good times are not very far for you, because very soon Jupiter is going to be finally leaving your 8th house, and once it will enter your 9th house, it will open up a lot many doors for you. But till the time Jupiter is transiting in your 8th house, it is combust. So any of the investments, speculation or any of the parenting related issue needs to be dealt very carefully and calmly. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Jupiter is going to be losing its strength in your 7th house. So definitely guys, a lot of the domestic family pressure might try to drain you down during this time. Also guys, because it is getting combust in your 7th house, so a lot of the Virgo Lagna natives might find themselves powerless in front of their spouse, in front of their partner. And I would say that if you're holding up any political seat, government seat or public office, so during this time people might have high expectations from you. So try to keep up the good work. That is the only one thing which I want to say. And also guys, for any of the commercial decisions or any of the business partnership related concerns, signing up new agreements, or any of the housing related concerns as well, it would be much better to like, if you have to take a decision, there is no going back from it. So I would say that at least take into consideration the right muhurta. Doing the Jupiter remedies will also be very much helpful, where we generally say this thing that either this could be Ekadashi Vrat, visit to the Lord Vishnu temple, using saffron in the form of tika on your forehead, or consuming it in any of the beverage of your choice. So these are the certain things which you can consider doing if any of the important decision pertaining to your professional life, pertaining to your domestic life or your matrimonial life seems to be unavoidable during this time. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Jupiter is going to be getting combust in your 6th house. So like the way guys, I already mentioned this thing that Jupiter's combustion might be good for the Lagnas for whom otherwise Jupiter is not a very favorable planet. So definitely Jupiter has got the rulership over your 3rd house as well. So during this time, there could be some good advice or support which you might receive from your maternal side relatives. At work front as well, you will be able to exert your authority with complete confidence. And if during this time you have to write any competitive exam, things can work out in your favor. If for long you have been going through any of the health related concerns, over there could be some relief. So overall guys, in all areas of competition, health, daily work life, this is going to be a positive news for you. So right set of advisors will guide you in the right direction. Now guys, for all these Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Jupiter is going to be getting combust in your 5th house. In any case guys, Rahu is in a very empowered state in your 6th house. So one thing which I want to say that the more you can avoid direct confrontation, direct fights, the better it is for you. Any of the concerns of loans and lending needs to be done very cautiously, very carefully. And definitely guys, your 2nd house lord is getting combust in your 5th house. So there could be some additional expenses on the account of children, and any of the investments need to be done with proper caution and care. That is the only one thing which I want to say here. Now guys, for all these Sagittarius Lagna, definitely guys, it's your ascendant lord which is getting combust in your 4th house. So during this time, if you're holding up a public seat, so be very cautious, very careful of your conduct. Any of the concerns of buying a home or any of the home related purchase or selling needs to be done very cautiously, very carefully. Even health needs to be given utmost attention. And let's say for example guys, if in your case, because Rahu is right now transiting in your 5th house, if you are already going through any of the mental health related concerns of obsession, depression, anxiety, so during this combustion mode of Jupiter in your 4th house, try to keep your emotions at guard, doing remedies, naturotherapy, and worship of Lord Vishnu, listening to Lord Vishnu's Sahasranam, and using saffron as a form of a tilak in your forehead or in any of the beverage of your choice could be a right way of dealing with this combustion of Jupiter in your 4th house. Any of the important auspicious events, much better to avoid them at least till the time Jupiter is in the combustion mode in your 4th house. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Jupiter has got the rulership over your 12th house and it is going to get combust in your 3rd house. That in itself tells about that a lot many Capricorn Lagna natives might find themselves drained of energy, of lack of motivation or drive to initiate any projects, or not being able to act very resourcefully in any of the given situation. So yes guys, that degree and sense of confidence, motivation needs to be inculcated. If you find yourself in any of the conundrum or any of the deadlock sort of situation, so reaching out for any of the expert opinion will be the right way of channelizing this energy of combust Jupiter in your 3rd house. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna, beyond doubt guys, in your case, Jupiter becomes a very important planet. The kind of role which Mercury plays for the Leo rising, same is the role which Jupiter plays for the Aquarius Lagna natives. So guys, the only one thing which I want to say over here is that in the matters of your joint family or family related issues or concerns, Try to listen to the advice of the elderly members of your family pertaining to the matters of the finances. There could be some sudden decline or frustration which a lot many Aquarius Lagna natives have to experience. But again guys, it's a very short term impact, because very soon Jupiter is going to come to your third house, then things will come back to its normal state. Like rather I would say that this conjunction of Jupiter and Rahu in the third house might make you lucky enough for inviting some new opportunities as well. But till the time Jupiter is combust in your second house, manage your finances and your terms within the family very cautiously and carefully. And lastly guys, for the Pisces Lagna, one thing is for sure, that if you are trying to go through any of the weight loss related concerns or aspiration, this could be a very golden time for you. Also guys, at work front, bosses might expect a lot from you. You might have to multitask or manage lot many things. Suddenly things will come right over there on your platter, which might drain you of your energy. So that is the only thing. How you manage your work, your personal life and concerns of health will become very important when Jupiter, your ascendant lord, is going to be combust right over there in your first house. So this is something guys which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming combustion of the planet Jupiter. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyawad.